Okay, the part I also want to clarify for you after we've covered this section is about polling. The polling that you do for the students comes from here, and you create a poll with two types of questions. There's multiple choice and yes, no options. So if we come here, for example, in our session, and I go to the polling section, I can choose, for instance, yes or no, and I'll ask a question like, is our training session today acceptable? So, is it acceptable? You would then click on the start button, and right now, without any answers, we have 57 participants. We can see how many say yes and how many say no, so you can see the results of the poll in front of you. It will show you how many said yes and how many said no, right? So that's regarding the poll. After the poll ends, you can finish it. Now, the second and final part I want to clarify for you is about breakout groups, which we call breakout groups. I'm currently here with you, and you click on the start button, and we have 57 people. You can see how many will say yes and how many will say no. Now about the numbers, how many said yes and how many said no. After, you can end it. The second and final part I want to clarify for you is about breakout groups. We have 56 people. I want to make groups to discuss separately. All of you can hear me. So, what's the number here and what's the number there, right? So, this is regarding the poll. After the poll ends, you can finish it. Now, the second and final part I want to clarify for you is about breakout groups, which we call breakout groups. Right now, I'm here with you, and we have 56 participants. I want to create groups so I can discuss with each group separately. While I'm talking, all of you can hear me, but as the subject teacher, I want to take, for example, 5 students and discuss something specific with them, while the rest won't hear me or know what that discussion is about. I can, for instance, take one student at a time and ask them a specific question. We have 56 participants, and I will create groups. I want to discuss with each group separately. While I'm talking, all of you can hear me. As the subject teacher, I will take, e.g., 5 students and discuss a specific topic with them, while the rest won't hear me. I can, e.g., take one student at a time and ask a question. What do? I need to use breakout groups. It provides options. The best option is the random assignment feature. This random assignment is a system that assigns students randomly. I like to bring, e.g., 5 students and discuss a topic with them. E.g., I can bring one student after another and ask a question. What should I do? I need to use breakout groups. Setting them up offers options, the best being random assignment. It randomly assigns students to groups. The system determines it, but you specify tasks. You determine it. Choosing a task shows a main room. The main room has 56 or 57 members. It shows the main room where we are all together. We're all in the main room. Going to breakout groups, I pull students. From 57, I take 2, 3, or 4 for a breakout group. I'm taking from the main room. The system determines it with the assigned tasks. You will specify yourself. You will decide yourself. When you choose the assigned task, it shows you that you have a main room. The main room has how many? It has 56 or 57 members, right? It shows you the main room, this one. We're all together in one room named main room. When I came to the breakout groups, I want to pull a group of students. From the 57, I want to take 2, 3, or 4 and put them in a breakout group. I'm taking from the main room where everyone is present and can hear me right now, and I want to take, say, 3, 4, or 5 of you and gather in a group we call the breakout group. The breakout groups are created from the main room. Here it shows me 4 options. We're all in one room, the main room. When I came to the breakout groups, I want to select students. From the 57, I want to take 2, 3, or 4 and form a breakout group. I'm taking from the main room. Now everyone can hear me, and I want to take, say, 3, 4, or 5 of you and gather in a breakout group, okay? The breakout groups are created from the main room. It shows 4 options. We're not 4 in the main room, we're 57, but it doesn't show all 57 at once for clarity. It's showing there are 4, but the total is 57. If you want to see everyone, select show all. Select show all. It displays all 57 participants. Scroll through the list to see all 57. Everyone can hear me now. I want to take 3, 4, or 5 of you to form a breakout group. Breakout groups are created from the main room. Here, it shows 4 options, but we're 57 in total. It doesn't show all 57 to avoid clutter. It indicates 4, but the total is 57. To see everyone, click Show All. This will display all 57 participants. You can scroll through the list. It's best to show fewer participants initially. The system has given me 2 groups, Group 1 and Group 2. We're not 4 in the main room, we're 57, but it doesn't show all 57 to prevent clutter. It's indicating there are 4, but the total is 57. To see all, click Show All. Clicking displays all 57 participants. Showing fewer participants initially is best. I have 2 groups, Group 1 and Group 2. I will divide 57 into 10 groups. To do this, I create Group 3, Group 4, Group 5. To create them, click the circle with a plus. In Group 2, click to create Group 3. Clicking creates Group 3. Okay, what is better? Should we show less, so that we can get the first 4 now, which is preliminary? Okay, after that, he gave me the system 2 groups, Group 1 and Group 2 from him. Okay, I want to divide these 57 into 10 groups. To create Group 3, group 4, group 5, to group 10, click the circle with a plus. In group 2, click it to make group 3. Click after group 3 for group 4. Click for group 5. Create unlimited groups. To delete, use the trash icon. Click it to remove group 5. Now I have group 3. Delete group 4, and what remains? I click on the circle after group 3 and it will create group 4. If I click on the circle for group 4, it will create group 5. So I can create any number of groups easily. If I want to delete a group, I have the trash can icon. I can click on it and confirm. What will happen? It will delete group 5 and notify me. Now I have group 3 and 4 left. I delete group 4. Now I have 3 groups. What now? I take Dr. Bilal, Dr. Farhana, Zahir, and Dr. Maznura. I put them in group 1. I go to the circle with 3 dots. Dr. Bilal is here. The groups appear here. I put Dr. Bilal in group 1. I have 4 senses. What group do I have? So, I have 3 groups. What do I do now? I want to take Dr. Bilal and Dr. Farhana or Zahir and Dr. Masnura. I want to put them in group 1. So, I come here to the circle with the 3 dots and I have Dr. Bilal here. The number of groups will appear here. I want to place Dr. Bilal in which group? In group 1. Okay, Dr. Zahir is in group 1. Dr. Sahar is in group 2, and Dr. Abu Bakr is in group 2 too. I'll distribute teachers now. Jawarik is in group 3, and Ayman is in group 3 too. Add more groups if needed, then click Start. Before clicking Start, what should I do? I join their group. Click here, and as a teacher, I can join any group. I'll join group 1. Now I'm in group 1. When I click Start, I'm in group 1. In group 3, I will start assigning the teachers. Teacher Jawarik will be in group 3 and Dr. Ayman will be in group 3. I'm not assigning everyone, but you will notice that you are distributing them into groups. You can add more groups. After that, you need to click Start. When I click Start, there will be a separation. Before I click Start, I join the group of these 3. Click here and join any group. I'll join group 1, so I am in group 1. Group 1 works and separates from the main room, and you won't hear us. Dr. Bilal, Dr. Sahar, Dr. Noura, and I will be together in a separate group from you, and you won't hear us. We will end the session. How do I join a group? I click here and join any group. I join group 1. Clicking Start separates group 1 as a breakout group. Dr. Bilal, Dr. Sahar, Dr. Noura, and I will be in a separate group. After, we end the session and return. Then, I join another group and separate. These are breakout groups. I move between them to discuss. They will work and separate as a breakout group from the main room, and you won't hear us at all. So it means that I, Dr. Bilal, Dr. Sahar, and Dr. Noura will be together in a completely separate group from you, and you won't hear us or know what we're doing or saying at all. After we finish with the group or end the session, and I go back to the same setup that you all see here, I take a moment and move to another group, the second group, and I click Start to begin discussing with the second group. We will separate from the second group, from the main room. This is what we call the breakout groups. I'm moving between the groups to discuss with them, and I don't want the other groups or the other members or students in the main room to hear us. This is what we call the breakout groups. Is this part clear to you all, or is there a problem? Or the other members or the other students who are in the main room can hear us. This is called what? It's called breakout groups. Is this part clear to you all, or is there a problem? Dr. Ahmed is saying, I mean the tool. Okay, which tool, everyone? Sorry, which tool? Because I don't remember the question. Dr. Mohammed, you were assigned as a presenter. Please go ahead. Dr. Mohammed Saif. Dr. Mohammed, do you have the microphone or did you accidentally press it? Anyway, you have the microphone if you want to ask the question. Okay, go ahead, please, Doctor. So regarding what Dr. Ahmed was saying about the tool, I'm not sure which tool he meant. Could you clarify what the tool is? Okay, by mistake. All right, doctor, all right. I'll bring you back in, participants. So, do you have any questions? regarding the part about breakout groups, the breakout groups, these are some of the nice features available in virtual classrooms. These are some of the features available in virtual classrooms. I would also like to tell you that after the session or lecture with the students, don't forget to stop the recording. You must click stop recording on the interface or tool. Also, after stopping, exit by clicking leave session. We have completed our training, and I'll leave you 5 minutes before evening prayer. In these 5 minutes, if you have questions about virtual classrooms or Blackboard, feel free to ask. Thank you all, and I hope my explanations were clear. Today's recording and certificates will be sent on WhatsApp so you won't miss out. We have finished our training today, and I'm leaving you now with 5 minutes before the evening prayer. During these 5 minutes, if you have any questions related to virtual classrooms or anything related to Blackboard in general, or any issues you encounter in Blackboard, and most importantly, any questions about virtual classrooms. Do you have any questions? All right. May God bless you, and I hope I haven't fallen short with you. I hope everything is clear to you, God willing. The recording of today's session will be sent to you on the WhatsApp group, and the certificates will also be sent to you, so you won't miss out, God willing. I want to thank you all and thank Ms. Munira, who is supervising our course today. I really appreciate her. Thank you all, and peace be upon you, and God's mercy and blessings.